The Nikki Clarke Show, transforming lives one story at a time. If you would like to be a guest or become a part of our live studio audience or even to become a sponsor, just go to www.NikkiClarkeNetwork.com.
Okay, we've got another incredible interview. The founder of Ice Syrup and the founding partner. Please welcome Steve MURZDA and Michael BERLIS to the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for making the trip down here from Niagara.
Nice to be here. Thank you.
We met at a networking event, and I really enjoyed the Ice Syrup, my very first time trying it. So can you describe to us what Ice Syrup is, and when did you start this, Steve?
Well, it started back in about, I invented it back in 2002.
Okay.
We didn't release it till 2009 because in 2003 I co-founded a winery called Coyotes Run, so I was a little busy with that. And then we released, I'm a silent partner now in the winery, we still own part of it. But now I just concentrate on the ice syrup. So ice syrup is the same grapes as ice wine. Picked frozen, pressed frozen. Take the juice, and instead of fermenting it into wine, we evaporate it to a syrup consistency.
Okay.
So we use it as an end drizzle, like a condiment, over cheeses, grilled meats, grilled fish. We make wonderful salad dressings out of it because it's got a beautiful sugar-acid balance.
Yeah.
Desserts, of course, ice cream, cheesecakes, fresh berries, anything chocolate is beautiful with ice syrup. Yeah. We have two kinds. We have Vidal and Cab Franc. I think Mike can explain the uses for each one of those, maybe.
Two different grape varieties. So if you wanted to try one, I mean, the Vidal is this one here. Vidal is a very common grape variety for ice wine in the Niagara region.
Okay, so there's no alcohol in this?
There's no alcohol in it, no. We've just taken the same juice, as Steve said, but we've evaporated some of the water out of that and created a syrup. So the difference between that and something like maple syrup, which we always gravitate towards, is that this also has that acidity balance to it, as you can feel in your palate.
Yeah, it has a little kick.
It's got a little kick to it, So it's got some sweetness, but the acidity balance makes it very versatile to use in a lot of different ways.
And it's very, very high in natural glutamate.
Okay.
So it's a natural flavor enhancer.
Okay.
So when you put it on a piece of cheese, let's say, it doesn't take away from the cheese, it actually accents the cheese. Like, I mean, we love maple syrup as Canadians. This is a pure Canadian product also. So when we look at it, when you put maple on something, you get all maple. When you put ice syrup on something, you get what we call complexity. It's just it's a beautiful balance on the taste.
Yeah, I can. There's like a burst of flavor.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's a nice lingering, not
little
anything.
honey apricot
It's a honey.
notes in there.
Yeah, I could.
So the Cabernet Franc is the second one, and that's a little bit little darker, as you can see. It's got a bit more of that strawberry, cherry, rhubarb.
It's a little lighter than the other one.
Beautiful match with chocolate, which I happen to believe is a basic food group in life. So.
Oh, it sure is. So put the two together, and then it's over.
Right.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. So a little bit about maybe some of the challenges that you went through when you're starting this business.
Released it in 2009. The challenges are basically still the same. I mean, ice syrup being a brand new food product to the world, it's very difficult to get the education out there. How easy it is to use, what it's all about, having no alcohol, kind of a culinary cousin, as Mike calls it, of ice wine. So the challenge is always, that's why shows like this are great, to get the word out a little more. Anything we can do to put the word about ice syrup out is what we're trying to do as a pure Canadian product. And local support's been great, but we need to branch out beyond that for ice syrup.
Now, do you offer tours in Niagara? Can people come to
we
the
don't
property?
offer tours in Niagara, and the reason being is because we press the juice at one place, we filter it at another, and then Niagara being the biggest fruit belt really doesn't have any food processing areas down in our, so I actually take it back to Guelph. I went to school in Guelph University, graduated from horticulture, and there's a company inside the university called Guelph Food Technology, and we actually developed the product there, and we still take it back there to do the evaporation and the bottling.
Okay, great. Now you're part of you both cook, and you're part of an all-men cooking group. Can you talk about that?
Not quite like the guests before us, the all men, but yeah, Mike's part of that.
Yeah, it's a group called Les Marmitons, and they're actually chapters right across Canada and a few in the States. We meet once a month. There are 30 or 40 people per chapter. We'll meet with a guest chef usually at a culinary institute, and use their facilities, cook dinner,
And you bring the ice syrup.
Quite often I'll bring the ice syrup. We managed to put ice syrup into a few dishes along the way, particularly in the Niagara region, so the Niagara chapter, but it's a great group. I think the idea is just to get people interested and passionate about food and about cooking, so there's a lot of that going on as well today.
And we're also starting to use it in cocktails too. The Videl's wonderful
I can see that,
on a whiskey on the rocks. The Cab Franc's beautiful on a bourbon on the rocks. And also the Cab Franc makes a great martini.
Yeah,
it really
definitely.
does.
So where can people purchase these? Are they?
In Toronto, there's some of the smaller gourmet cheese stores and some of the larger like Pusateri's, Mark McEwen's store, Longo's at the Maple Leaf store, or Young and Bloor. They have it. We're getting out there more and more. We don't have a lot. More in Niagara, a lot of the wineries. We will have a store locator on the website, icesyrup.com, in probably about 2 months. A full store locator on there. So,
and you can order it online. Yes, icesyrup.com.
You can always order it online.
Okay. So icesyrup.com.
Icesyrup.com.
And how long is delivery? Not too long.
It's within a couple days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
As soon as it comes, or the order comes in, it's processed. So
Yeah.
we want to get it to people as soon as possible.
For sure. For sure.
Great.
They're gonna want it as soon as possible. What I just tasted was amazing. Incredible flavor. And what's the price point for them?
Locally, retail is at about $19.99
Okay.
a bottle. I mean, you don't need much. If I'm putting it on a piece of cheese, 4 or 5 drops, that's all you need. A grilled pork tenderloin or a pork chop, maybe it's a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon. So it really, a little goes a long way with ice syrup. Very big, intense flavor profile as you taste it. So.
Yeah, definitely. It's nice. I would think, like as I sing, it's like a nice coating on my throat. Yeah, it's very soothing.
Yeah.
You're still tasting a little
I'm
bit.
still tasting it.
Great.
Yeah, that's great. Well, I want to thank you for making the trip down here.
Thank you.
I really enjoy this, and icesyrup.com is where people can order online, and they can also get information about the
You can follow us
other
on
locations.
Twitter at Niagara Ice Syrup on Twitter or Facebook too, also. So.
Okay, thank you. All right, Michael, Steve, thank you so much for being
Thanks
here
very
on the
much.
show.
The Nikki Clarke Show, transforming lives one story at a time. If you would like to be a guest or become a part of our live studio audience, or even to become a sponsor, just go to www.nikkiClarkenetwork.com.